Nah, I need to work on that.
Ah, shit. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I
We
know, I know.
started.
It's
We
like,
started from the bottom. Started from the
yeah.
bottom. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. All right, Shalom, Israel, your brother Shamal Kassad. Giving all thanks to the Most High Yahweh, Bashar Mashak Yahweh Shai. Right now, I'm with the Elder Zahab. Right now, I'm just trying something new. Be patient with us. We're doing the show with the current events of the stuff that's happening around the country, around the world that a lot of folks have not been in tune to. So the topic that we want to discuss is the recent hangings that's been going on, with some of my people being found hung in trees. You know what I'm saying? And the Elder Zab will go into those topics.
God, shalom, shalom, family. Barakatah Yahweh, Bashem, Mashem, Shai. The water to
Yeah.
the brothers and sisters on the truth and sincerely trying to talk that right? So, yeah, topic today is dealing with strange fruit, the hanging, the so-called uh, mysterious death of our brothers and sisters, especially in that state of Mississippi it has a rich culture, a rich history of unalive history. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now, I don't think it's coincidence. I don't believe luck. I don't. Everything happens for me. So today's show that I'm touching on with the deaths that's coming up from that thing. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if I can, um, it's funny that the deaths are by hangings, right? And the
Right.
scriptures talk about how they killed Mashiach, right? And we as the
Mm-hmm.
servant, right? We as the children of Israel, it's like scriptures say that servant is not greater than the master. So if Christ went through
Yeah.
this, we're going to go through this as well. So I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
want to bring that out. When we start with the book of Acts,
Yeah.
uh,
I get.
yeah, Acts 5, and the book of Acts chapter 5 and verse 30.
Was that 30? That's like it. Let me share the screen.
Context. What's
All right.
happening is that, remember when you read in the book of Revelations, right? I believe that chapter talks about that great city, Sodom, spiritual Egypt, right? As we all know, the land that we're in. There, the dead body shall be, and the dead body of Israel, the saints, right? Saints, right? And scriptures talk about there our Lord crucified over and over again. So
Uh,
whatever has been done to our Lord is being done to us. So whatever whatever it is that we're going through, whatever tribulation we're going through, same thing that our Lord went through. So it's only right that and it sounds funny as heck. I know it sounds crazy. It's only right, right? That sounds crazy. But yeah, whatever the Lord suffered, we have to suffer. So, go ahead.
uh, Acts chapter 5, verse 30. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom he slew and hanged on a tree.
Done. And that's exactly what's going on. We're being hung to a tree. Now, Yahushua was nailed to the cross. He was nailed to the tree, right? He wasn't hung from a rope. He didn't have any broken bones or nothing like that. But it's still synonymous because when you read the scriptures, anybody who's hung from a tree for over a period of time is cursed. So
Uh,
Esau knows the scriptures and they're putting a story, right? They don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but we know why. It's a spiritual thing,
uh,
right? So they just got hatred for us. That's all they have is hatred for us. They don't know why.
uh,
I can't stand this NRGG, whatever the case is, right? They don't know why they hate us. We know why. It's a spiritual thing. And they're doing the wickedness to us, right? But they don't know why, but it feels good. See what I'm saying?
God, God.
So,
The thing
so if you want to
is
continue,
how can I say?
go ahead.
Wait. No, it's like I was just saying that that is kind of it's been ingrained in them. So since Esau, the hatred for his brother Jacob, like it's been ingrained in them to the point where they don't even know why they hate us. They just know that they hate us.
Exactly. Done.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Finish reading that.
Verse 31. Him have the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. And
Done.
we are his witness. Like it. Can we continue?
No, the point that I wanted to bring out, the fact that they hung a Mashiach from the tree, right? And
God,
Mashiach, he took the burden from us by dying for our transgression, the nation of Israel, right? The servant is not greater than the master.
great man. God,
So whatever he went through, we have to go. And trust and believe Esau knows what he's doing. You know that hanging somebody from a tree, you're being a curse. Let's get that in the book of Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 21 and we'll get verse 22. We're going to get into the show, but this is just like a preamble. Just bringing out some extra scriptures early. But,
God,
got to set the stage, so to speak, right?
God. 21 and what now? Sorry.
22.
Deuteronomy 21 and 22. And if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, he shall be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree.
Come on. Verse
Verse
23.
33. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For he that is hanged is accursed of God, that thy land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for inheritance.
Right. So hanging is a sign to show that you're a curse from both sides. So anybody who's hung on the tree. So that's why Esau hung us on the trees. Well, you know what? I'm going to say north, midwest, west, south. I'm not going to just say they only hung us in the south. I'm not going to say that.
God,
Because I think they lynched us in New York City. I think they lynched us
God,
in Long Island. I think they lynched us in all upstate New York. I think they lynched us in the north. So
right.
it doesn't matter because a lot of the the juice backs, right? They had
God, God,
plantations
God.
and they know the Torah, they know the Bible, they understand what it is, right? So if you're looking at us like we're accursed people, then why wouldn't you do that? I don't think it's the regular slack jawed West Virginia yokels, right? I don't know what you
No,
think. I
no,
think
no.
it's some juice back, but I could be wrong. I
God.
could be wrong, right?
Yeah, them. Yeah, it's definitely them and them other Edomites that that at least have some sort of education. Billy Bob from like the trailer park. Yeah, yeah,
They don't.
yeah, they don't
They
know
the
that.
slack jawed yokels. They the ones. If you could find a picture, right, that
Mm-hmm.
shows when Edomites would just come as a gathering to a hanging, to a lynching. You have people just come around. It was almost like not a picnic, but it was almost like a celebration. They would bring people
God,
in and people would look at the picture. Y'all know the pictures that I'm talking about. You see the brother
God,
hung from a tree, mutilated his body. Thank God the Most High took the spirit. So, I mean, he doesn't have to feel much pain or whatever. But you'll see the body of an Israelite brother swinging from a tree. And you will see Esau just pointing and taking pictures. And they turn it into
mm-hmm.
souvenirs and cards or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So those
God,
are the slack jawed, the rednecks, they don't know no better. But
they
I
don't know
tell you,
that.
the ones who know better, the so-called quote unquote elites or the small hat, they knew.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones who said, hey, hang up from a tree. Because think about it, right? Shotguns, right? Whips, right? Now you could kill a person. There's like 1,000 ways to die, right?
Right.
Why? Why is that? Because when you read about it, right? Look what they did to What's the brother? It's the mama. What's the brother who did the? No, not Gabriel Prophet. The brother who had the rebellion. They made a movie about it.
Nat Turner.
Yes. Look at what they did to that son.
God.
Not only did they hang him, didn't they chop his body up? Didn't they fillet him? Didn't they take his skin turn his skin into lampshade? Didn't people take tokens? There is a million and one ways to die. So why are they stuck on hanging? Read Deuteronomy 21, 22, one more time.
God. Deuteronomy 21 and 22. And if a man had committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on the tree,
right?
his body
Hanging
shall.
on a tree. So hanging on a tree is a definitive form of putting somebody to death, right? And it's written about, and these laws are for us, but they interpret it and say, well, you know what? These people are cursed, so we're going to do it to them. But these laws are for us because it's written in the book of Deuteronomy. That's for us, right? It's for the Israelites. Read on, verse 23.
Verse 23. His body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt anywise bury him that day, and he that is hanged.
And we know back in the 50s, going back 300-400 years ago. I'm not even going to say if we're just learning about this now, imagine going back hundreds of years ago, right? They would hang somebody and beat them as a sign to say this is what's going to happen. But more importantly, is to show that you are a curse from the Most High God, pursuant to verse 1, right? So that's why they hang. Go ahead, kid. You want to bring something out?
For he that is hanged is a curse of God, that thy land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for inheritance.
God. So that scripture is for us in our land, right? So we don't defile the land. And they took it and they applied it on the shores of North America. That don't concern them. Why? You know what? This is prophecy, though. It's prophecy. So let's get into it.
You want the first video?
Yeah. So today's show, we're talking about the mysterious death by hanging that's happening in the state of Mississippi. Because not unless you've been under a rock, everybody's been seeing what's going on, right? Especially with Nolan Wells. That's a lynching. Before you start, let me just say that too. Is that not a lynching thing?
It is.
It might not be hanging on a tree, but it is a lynching. But anyway, go ahead.
Let me. All right, the TikTok. All right.
Now this is a sister, and she's just giving her 2 cents based on the mention of another sister that recently found her body. I want to say day or 2 ago.
All right, I can play it.
Just your kids, YT friends that's unaliving them and lynching them, right? It's the officers, right? It's the highway state patrol troopers.
You can hear it?
I hear it loud and clear.
Okay.
So she's saying,
that's how they get.
It's like it.
It's all good. She's saying that it's not your friend, your children's YT friends. It's not them. Because when you think about it, right, they don't really have no power. They might do something in the moment. And again, let's harken back to the Nolan Wells situation. This is all conjecture. This is just my 2 cents, right? Jump in when you feel like it. Let's say Nolan Wells, he went out, his mama and his daddy failed him. Let's keep it 1,000. They never said, hey, them crackers is Edomites. They never said that. They probably told him, just judge somebody by the content of their character, not by their skin. Whatever. All that Disney bull crap, right?
Right.
They never said that, hey, don't be the only black child in that group. You need to take yourself away. Whatever the case may be. So goes out, he's hanging out with a bunch of Edomites, right? Something happens.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. This is all conjecture, right? We're just
Right.
adding our 2 cents. Something happened, and he's wound up unalive. We think that them little Edomite devil babies did something in the heat of the moment.
Right.
Or it could have been planned. They could have been like, well, you know what? This dude is doing something. There's a lot of stories in the media now. Maybe he was talking to a Edomite chick, and the dude felt some back away. I don't know if you heard that one. Also, that theory.
Go. What theory? Slacker.
He's messing with a chick, and one of the dudes in his circle was also
Extra
liking that
time.
chick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, right. So what one of the dudes who was there, he's a quote unquote football star. He's a prospect. He's supposed to be going to some college, whatever the case may be. But anyway,
Mm.
allegedly, he is messing with a. When I say he, the young man who passed away, Nolan, right? He was messing with, or he was getting friendly with the Edomite chick, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the football star, he was supposed to mess with that chick. So it's a possibility.
His mom was was a judge. You know what I'm saying? And like when the news started to get out of what happened, she completely like deactivated her page and went ghost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like yeah. So like cause see the thing is that what Nolan and his parents did, or they probably did know, is the fact that the Edomites that he was friends with like come from a well connected family. So if they want you gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they'll have you up out of there, and you know their parents and their connects will make it seem like it's an accident. You know,
God,
and the theory that the fact that that Nolan might be messing with a girl that one of the other guys like, yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that. Cause listen, Esau really get, listen, as much crap as one that they had their eye on. So yeah, I definitely would have put it past them.
God. Yeah.
All right,
So let's continue with the video and see what she said.
all right.
Close to us. Okay, they pulling us over, they putting us in their cars, and they taking us up in these woods, and they lynching us. Contrary to what a lot of y'all believe, a lot of us coming up missing and lynched and unalive is by the hands of these police officers and these state troopers. Y'all stay woke. See,
Fact.
what y'all need to realize is
God,
it's not just your
God,
kids' YT friends that's unaliving them and lynching them, right?
Hey, fact.
God,
What she said was truthful, right?
God.
Who has the power to cover it up?
All right, the parents.
And authority,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been trained and ingrained to say what? Don't question authority. Obey the powers that be, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Scriptures does speak about that, right?
God,
But what if the powers are corrupt? And what if they're
God,
killing our children? You see what I'm saying? I
God,
have
God.
children, you have children. We are taught to tell the children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're in trouble, go see a police officer, stop them, flag them down. You see what I'm saying? And that
God.
goes back to Romans 13, right? Let's speak about that.
Right.
Let's get that. Let's out Romans 13. Start at verse 1. Right? We tell our children, I know I tell my children also, too, if they're ever in trouble, you see a police officer, stop them or, you know, let them know what's going on. Because we're a law abiding citizen. That's what the scriptures tell us to be. We're in captivity, but we have to follow Esau's law. Because even Yahweh
God,
Shah
God.
will render the seed to the things us. So
God, God,
we're in,
absolutely.
right.
Like
Yeah, we're in captivity, but we have to follow Esau's law.
follow the rules.
Exactly. And it tells you that. Let me get Romans 13 and 1.
God, got you right here.
have children, as most people do, right? We try to teach our children, hey man, don't be a YN. Don't be
Right.
a person who's out there running around doing all types of things and blah blah blah. You know, we hope that they would follow the laws of this land, as long as it doesn't violate the laws of the Most High, right? That's what we
Right.
tell our kids, right?
God.
So, right, we will track it.
God. Romans 13:1. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, we try to tell our children to do the right thing. But what happens
Right.
when you tell your children to follow the laws and follow the laws of the land, but the people who are supposed to enforce the laws are just as wicked? That's crazy.
God.
Anyway, go ahead.
God. Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no God, there's no power but the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
So the
Whoso
Most
therefore,
High, the Most
God.
High is the one who set up Esau to have us in captivity, and the Most High is the one who's going to deliver us. So in captivity, we have to follow the laws that are set by the powers that be, right? Federal government is that third. That's why they brand us as a hate. Slaki 3 verse 2.
Verse 2. Whoso therefore resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resisted shall receive to themselves damnation.
That's why we're not out here telling people, yo, pick up arms, yo, let's do this, riot, revolt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're not like that. We have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Now the question is, what happens when you're following the powers that be, but the powers that be are wicked and corrupt? Then
Right.
what? Ask the question. Go ahead, Jay.
Verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
So it is true, right? Rulers are not a terror to good works. Meaning that if we're doing the right thing, helping, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, they don't have a problem with that, right? It's when you're talking about, crazy stuff, and the alphabet boys that start with an F and end with an I, they look for people who want to usurp authority. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta talk in code.
Right.
You understand how things are,
Right.
Right. They're looking for people who are so gullible and stupid to be like, well, you know what? Give me a missile. I'll go up and blow up, blah, 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 blah. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Like anarchists and stuff, yeah.
Right. The F, bleep, 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 I, they're looking at you like, what? Oh, we got one. Yes, sir, we got one,
Right.
sir. let's give them an AK, let's give them weapons, and agent such and such provide them with the car, and then they have a squad ready to grab you as soon as you get there.
Right.
Oh, and Channel 7 News today, the Black Hebrew Israelite, we caught him, and he had weapons, and he was about to
Right.
really fall for that. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
God.
Go ahead. No, but that's what I wanted to bring out. Now go back to the sister, because she said something. She said what? The people that are snatching our family and children up and doing wicked things to them are the powers that be, meaning that law enforcement, so on and so forth, and judges and other people are in on. But go ahead, King, if you want to touch on this or weigh in, go ahead.
And not only that, like you have some of these Edomites that got connects to actual law enforcement or connects to a spot where they could get knockoff stuff, so where they could pretend that they're law enforcement. Cause what the sister said in the video reminds me of a story that I saw a couple months ago that I'm gonna bring out later on. You want to continue?
Yeah. No. If I think that's still on the scripture, but if you you want to go back to the video or continue your thoughts.
Yeah, let me go back to the video. Let me see if I can rewind it. Let me see if I can rewind. Okay. All right. Let me.
See, what y'all need to realize is it's not just your kids' YT friends that's unaliving them and lynching them, right? It's the officers, right? It's the highway state patrol troopers. Okay, that's how they getting close to us. Okay, they pulling us over, they putting us in their cars, and they taking us up in these woods, and they lynching us. Contrary to what a lot of y'all believe, a lot of us coming up missing and lynched and unalive is by the hands of these police officers and these state troopers. Y'all stay woke. See what y'all.
All right. God. All right.
Uh,
Anything else you want to expound or bring out?
no, not on that. I just sent you something. I want to bring that up in the situation. And it's so funny too because I don't know what it is. The backwoods, redneck state like MIS, or
Planet.
I don't know what it is. It's like they want to go back to the time when we were hanging from trees as strange fruit, right?
God.
They want to go back to that time, and they feel as though the current climate, current person in power, the orange person,
Mm-hmm.
we're not going,
Mm-hmm.
going to remain nameless, right? Don't want to
All
get
right.
shadow banned, whatever the case may be. They feel as though, well, now is our time because he's sending out Silky Dog. He's telling them, hey, it's okay. Stand up. Got nothing to be ashamed about. Be proud to be a white kid. Don't worry about it. We're going to ban certain history from school. That's where it's going,
Mm-hmm.
right? You ban certain things dealing with the history. And there's a saying, right? Those that, what's the saying about those that they don't read history at
Learn
all?
from history.
Right. If you don't
God.
learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. So by them taking out certain things out of the school curriculum, out of school books, because remember, not everybody has the spirit of the Most High in Christ. Right? Not
God.
everybody is quote unquote woke. When I say woke, I'm talking about woke in spirit of the Most High in Christ. I'm
Right.
not talking about woke as a democratic
Liberal
catchphrase.
feminist. Yeah.
Oh, you woke and blah. No.
God.
Woke meaning you're awoke.
White folks
You're
have hung.
being reborn in the spirit of the Most High Christ. Not everybody's like that. So if you take that out of the school, you might as well take 70% of our people out of the game if they don't know. Because everybody, most of our people, not everybody, I should say most of our people, they learn their history from school.
Right.
Not unless you're walking down the street and you bump into the history. Other than that, you're just going to be indoctrinated. So if they take that out of the school, what do you know? Nothing. And
Nothing.
they want
Right.
to do that because they're saying, like, oh, we don't want white people to feel guilty. Dude, what do you mean you don't want to feel guilty? Your daddy was lynching people. What do you mean you don't want to feel guilty, bro? That's like
Right.
in the book
Exactly.
of Zechariah. The possessors who hold themselves blameless. They don't want to be held
Right.
accountable. All right, go ahead, kid.
God. I got a video. You want to play it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Hold up. Wait. Not that. All right. Gotcha.
A lot of black and brown people this year in 2026 alone. I didn't have enough space in this collage to name everybody, but I got a few. You understand? We got Juliana, 16 years old, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We got Tania Miller, 27 years old, out of Miami, Florida. We got Kyle out of Cobb County, Georgia. We got Jackson, Mississippi. A black woman was just hung on August 3rd, a few days ago. They didn't identify her. They didn't say her name yet. She was hung from a tree. We got Jose Hernandez out of the Latin community. They hung him in Washington. They ruling all of these deaths a suicide. You understand? With no
Hold on,
investigation.
pause
You
that,
understand?
pause
They
Wait,
that.
just
hold
ruling
on.
them a suicide
Slack
off
it.
the back. You understand? So
Slack it. Go ahead.
So hold on. It's not just quote unquote black folk who's being lynched,
All
right?
right.
It's also Central's being lynched, according to this brother.
Go.
So these curses are also applied to Israel, period.
Right.
Not to Judah,
Go.
Benjamin, and Levi. That's what's being brought forth. Now we have to fact check it's true. But based on the history of this, where we are, I'm leaning on the fact that yeah, we could. You know what I'm saying? Hey, are you live,
Go.
King? You live?
Yeah.
Okay, I think somebody just. But yeah, go ahead, King. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna continue the video. Hold on.
say Hernandez out of the Latin community. They hung him in Washington. They ruling all of these deaths a suicide. You understand? With
Hey, Slack it. Let me also say this. This goes back to what you were saying that it's not just the South. You know, everyone think it's just the South that's doing all these, modern lynchings and hangings. You know, like the Spanish brother, the Ten Tribes brother got hung in Washington State. You know what I'm saying? That's that's all the way north on the West Coast.
Brother, that's what man, that's past Seattle. You might as well say you're going to Canada, right?
Right.
So don't think because you think, oh, it's to the south, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, blah blah blah. No. It's going on in New York. It's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I would venture to say Michigan. I would venture to say Washington, whatever. It doesn't matter. All them states that everywhere. This whole land is corrupt.
Right. I'm continuing.
no investigation. You understand? They just ruling him a suicide off the back. You understand? So check out that photo in the bottom right-hand corner, babe. I mean, you think something has changed? Only thing has changed is the fact that they bought up all of the record labels, you understand, so they can control the music. They bought up all of the TV stations, you understand, so
That's
they can
right.
control the narrative. So now they got you, you understand, not focused. They got you not paying attention. You dig? We all turn up, you understand, but if you only show one side to yourself, baby, that's fake. You understand? If you acting like you don't see this, you understand? They doing the same thing that they was doing to our grandparents. You understand?
That's
They
right.
doing the
Hold
same
on.
thing that they did to our
Stop right there. That man is absolutely right, man.
Right.
That man is absolutely right because they're doing to us what was done to our foreparents, our grandparents, so on and so forth. Right? Because I'm pretty sure our people have history. They got stories they can tell. And that goes into scriptures too. Let me get Revelation chapter 11. We're gonna come back to this brother.
All right.
We'll come back to him. Put a finger on him, pause him, let's go scriptures, Revelation 11, and start at verse 8. Right? Revelation 11. Because that's so true. Because to this day, what's that boxer name? The brown bomber, what's that dude name? You know what I'm talking about? When he said, to this day. You know what I'm talking about? There's a
Was it
meme
Doctor?
of a boxer. What's that dude, man? And people use them as a meme. Like to this day.
Wait, mobster? To a white mobster? Or
No, it's a black boxer.
a boxer?
Right.
Uh,
To this day, what's his name?
Deontay Wilder.
Wilder. Yeah.
Right.
Deontay Wilder. It's like to this day. Anyway,
Uh,
let me get Revelation 11.
Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Exactly. We started with this early in this class. Recording, right? Because our dead bodies are lying in the street. in this great city. This great city is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. We are not going to debate that. We know America is Sodom and Egypt all over again, and our bodies are lying in the street. But this scripture is prophecy and it's twofold, right? Dead bodies, so in Ezekiel, is us being the dead bones, right? Meaning that we don't have all statutes of commandments, we're naked, we're like bones. We don't have any sinews, flesh, and blood, or nothing like that. We're just bones, dry bones, right? So our dead bodies were ignorant of who we are. We don't have false statutes of commandments, right? We're just dead bodies in the street. And that's true because nowadays, when you think about it, when you look in the black community, so-called black community, so-called black community, right? We all like dead bodies. We're ignorant. We're ignorant to the Most High. Right? So we are dead bodies, and we are in that great city which is called Sodom. I don't want to touch on this stuff, man. All that trans stuff. This is Sodom all over again. I'm going to touch it, but I don't want to go into this. And this is Egypt, because we brought that out recently when you read Isaiah 30, when it talks about them that's they put their faith in the shadow of Egypt, right? Isaiah chapter 30 talks about that. So this is spiritual Sodom, and this is spiritual Egypt all over again. And this is where our dead bodies are lying in the street. So when we see news reports of our brothers and sisters being hung, and you know what I'm saying? Like the brothers bringing out, this is just prophecy coming out. In verse 9.
And verse 9. And they see the people and kindreds and tongues. That's like it. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. So all kindreds and tongues, there's all these nations that come over here and they see us and they mock us, right? Oh, you so-called Akaka, you so-called blacks, whatever. All these nations and kindreds and tongues, they come to America and talk smack about us. Oh, kick these damn Mexicans out. Kick these. Really? Truly? Kick us out? Who's gonna do certain things?
Right.
Oh, the Haitians, they lost GPS, kick them out. All day of and day of the people, kick the tongues, the nation shall get that body. 3 days and a half.
Right.
That's profit. That's 350 days, right? And we're 250 years long. And we've been captive in this North America, so to speak. That's future prophecy as well as present prophecy. And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. When you put in graves, you got an honorable burial. You're at rest, you're at peace. Right? So you want us to suffer, right, in our lives, and in death you want us to suffer too? We can't be put in graves, we can't have a memorial, we can't die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now I was saying that even with the with Esau revealing the TPS for Haitians, they had to walk it back a little, so because what they're doing now is like some of the people they might have rounded up, they gave them an option. Hey, let's put we could allow you to stay on the condition we put this ankle monitor on you, so we monitor where you at, or we give you a certain amount and send you home so you can start, so you can start over. But basically, the point is that they had to walk it back because they know that a lot of Haitians are in healthcare. You know what I'm saying? They work in healthcare, and it's like you send a bunch of them home, it's going to be a huge deficit in the healthcare system of actual workers. So like they're not really broadcasting it, but like if you could find articles and stuff, they starting to walk some of it back.
Yeah,
but because of their hatred that they want to go full force on us, and even then they were like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't, because we need them to do our work.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So let's go back to the video, right? The brother is talking about the hanging that's happening in the South. This
the same thing that they was doing to our grandparents. You understand? They're doing the same thing that they did to our ancestors. White people will never change. They hanging us from
Whoa,
trees.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What did he say? He said white people will
Uh,
never change.
will never change. God.
I don't know if that brother's an Israelite, but he got the Israelite spirit.
God.
He has the spirit.
Yes, he in the spirit.
Yeah, he's in the spirit. Yeah, go ahead.
God.
Then there's no justice today. They say, we don't know how this happened. They must enjoy climbing trees. Saying the same thing, baby. We just not paying attention. You dig? They already taking voters' rights. You understand? In Tennessee, they jerking the school system in Chicago. They doing the same thing, baby. We just not paying attention. You understand? Let's get it. White folks have.
God. God, that's it on it. You want to play it again or?
No. That's it. Yeah, that's straight to the
I'm
fact.
looking.
I don't know if you wanna add to that anything.
Now he's absolutely right that Esau is basically you know what I'm saying, this is who they are, you know what I'm saying. This is always who Edom has been, and they're not gonna change, you know what I'm saying. You got, unfortunately, sad to say, people in the truth that try to save these devils, and it's like, yo, you cannot save them because this is their nature, you know what I'm saying. Like they hate us. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're created to be the wicked. They're created to be our adversary. You know what I'm saying? Like how can I say this? Like there's no way you could go against the Most High's order. If the Most High wrote a script
Right?
where we're the protagonist and the white man's the antagonist, and the story's supposed to end a certain way, you can't go against, you know what I'm saying, the script writer and say, no, I want the ending to end as we both be, best friends forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not how the Most High wants it.
Malachi 1:4.
God,
Right?
God,
People against whom the Lord has indignation
God,
forever.
forever. God. That's right. You want me to get that?
Ever. Yeah, bring it out. Book of Malachi, chapter 1:4.
God. All right. To the
So,
screen.
like what you're saying, while they get that, like, why are we trying to save them, right? They steady mention us. But I know brothers gonna say, well, not all of them, and blah blah blah, and they're gonna serve, da 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 da. Yeah, we gonna go to Obadiah and we'll show you. Yeah. People are gonna say, no, brother, all nations are gonna come before the Lord, serve them, so on, serve the Most High, and serve us, so on and so forth. That's right to an extent, yeah, but there's a nation that the Lord has indignation forever. What does the word indignation mean? Right? First, let's
God.
read the book of Malachi, chapter 1, start at verse 4. Oh, start at
God.
verse 3.
God. Um. You want to jump to 3 or just start at 1?
Start at you can read from 1 to 4, either or, whatever the Spirit leads you to do. Start at 1 and read on to 4.
God. God. I'm gonna read. Start from 1. Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Most High. Yet ye say, wherein thou hast loved us. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob.
And it stops
And
right
I
there. And I
mhm,
hated Esau. So the Most High
uh,
said, I love Jacob. So you Christians get to read this. Go on.
and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the
Wickedness.
peak,
Read on.
and the people whom the Most High had indignation forever.
So the Lord has a hatred for Esau. So why are we trying to save them? But we're seeing who they are. They're just showing us who they are. But our people don't think what fat meat greasy. Is that what they say?
Yeah, fat meat is greasy.
Our people do not think fat meat is greasy. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but going back to Nolan Wells, right? Had he known these scriptures, right? And that's where it goes to where parents should teach their children, like it says in the book of Proverbs, right? Raise up a child the right way, right? So when you get old, you should not depart. If we was teaching our children this, they would know, hey, I don't want to go broke and practice. Sorry.
God.
So I'm saying, maybe he would have been alive, but because he didn't, and his parents didn't, maybe his death could be served as a purpose to wake other Israelites up and say, hey, whoa, I don't want this to happen to my children. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give honor and glory to the Most High, man. Because sometimes you think a bad thing happened. Is it really bad, or is it something for our edification, so we can learn?
Right. God.
So anything you want to bring out? Okay.
Not. That's on that. God.
So, did I send you another video?
Yeah, God. I'm trying to find it real quick.
Okay. So we'll do like 2 more videos. That's.
Okay. Oh, D Dan. Let's lock it. Oh, Dan D.
Dealing with Esau and how they deal with our people. How they deal with our people. They deal with our people treacherously. They tell our people lies, right? Scripture says, never trust thy hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Calamity happened, meaning that an earthquake happened. Now, I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on. I'm sorry, right?
Uh-oh.
Right? You know you got harp and, you know what I'm saying? Certain weapons that they have that they can use to create certain things for the outcome that they want. Who's to say they did not create, or the Most High did not give them through the spiritual demons, right? Most High didn't give them the power to control the element, and they can control earthquake, and thus the earthquake that happened, right? I wrote back in 15 years ago, whatever the case may be. And
yeah, like 16, like I think 2010.
Right, and that earthquake just devastated the island, and as a result, our brothers and sisters have to come over here, right? So now they come over here. You gave them what is called TPS. What is TPS? What does that stand for? Can you look that up? Temporary protective status. I want to say that. Just put that on the screen when you find it.
Okay.
I want to say TPS, temporary protective status. I think that's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm. So I got it. All right. It says in immigration, TPS stands for temporary protected status. It is a humanitarian relief program created by the Congress in 1990 that allows foreign nationals from specifically designated countries to live and work legally in the U.S. temporarily because return to their home country is unsafe.
Okay,
and
so let me ask you a question. It said TPS was created in 1990, right? Who was the president in 1990? Type that in. Because I don't think it was Obama or Biden because those are the modern day presidents that we know, right? Who was president in 1990?
George H.W. Bush.
So hold on. So TPS came about with Daddy Bush? Is that what we talking about?
Yep.
But Daddy Bush was a Republican, was he not?
God, he was.
So fast forward to the Orange Man saying that he's revoking TPS, so you're going against your own Republican
Your
people,
party.
your own
God.
party principles or laws or whatever the case may be. Because again, we just read that TPS was started in 1990.
God.
And now, fast forward to 2026, how many years is that?
Sheesh. Like
27
yeah,
years
36. Yeah, 36. Wait.
from 1990 to 2026.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 36.
Now it's a whole different story. Now things are
Mm-hmm.
different.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God. And also continuing in the tinfoil hat theory. Remember, Daddy Bush, George H.W. Bush, was the director for the CIA for like a number of years.
Hold on
So
now.
you know what I'm saying?
We don't call out the full alphabet
Well,
name. We're gonna say
the,
C alphabet ends with I.
yeah.
Right?
C alphabet and it ends with A. Yeah.
Ends with I.
Yeah.
C.
And it ends with I.
Oh,
Yeah.
ends with A. That's right. Ends with A. Salaki. Right.
God.
So Daddy Bush started it. That's crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
now the Orange Man is saying death or end of DPS, right? Now,
God.
look at what they're doing. You know what? Before we get the video, let's go to Cyrac 12 and 10, and then we play the video.
All right.
Yeah, because you can't trust the so-called, who. You can't trust them,
God.
right? There's also,
God.
man, damn near, I don't understand. That's the part I don't understand. Why would you create TPS and then give it to so-called Haitians, which are Levites, right? And then you got pictures and images and videos and damn near all these presidents saying they hate them. Right? Why? I don't get that. Do what you have. Cyrac 12 and 10.
It's like I'm trying to bring it up on the monitor. It's like it. Give me one script. 1 minute, Bubba Kashar. Cyrac. All right. 12 and 10.
Yes, Cyrac 12 and 10. Let's go.
God, Cyrac 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
God, I think you're showing the TPS on the screen. Showing the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slack it. Let me click that.
And then I sent you the last video. If you want to play the last video first. The last video I just sent you, play that first after you read the scripture.
Okay. All right. This is like kind of the revised version. You want me to read that, or you want me to read
Either or,
straight KJV?
doesn't matter. It's all gonna say the same thing.
All right. All right. Cyrac 12 and 10. This is from the new NRSV, New Revised Standard Edition. Never trust your enemy, for like the corrosion in copper, so is his wickedness. Even if he humbles himself and walk bowed down, take care to be on your guard against him. Be to him like one who polish a mirror, to be sure it does not become completely tarnished. Do not put him next to you, or he may overthrow you and take your place. Want to continue?
Not let him sit at your right hand. Go ahead.
Do not let him sit at your right hand, or else he may try to take your own seat. At last you will acknowledge my words and be stung by what I have said. Who pities a charm? Like it.
Now you can can read that part. Verse 13 is
Who
powerful too.
who pities a charmer when he is bitten?
Hold on, Slakia. A snake charmer. Read it again. Verse 13.
Slakia, who pities a snake charmer when he is bitten? Or all those who go near wild animals?
Right. So you want to F around, you find out, like that cracker who went to National Yellowstone Park and was messing with the bison. You see that video?
Yeah, I seen that. That was hilarious.
Crazy, right? It's the same thing. You could take out a snake and you could put a bison in there. Who's gonna pity you? Who's gonna mess around with the animals? Now,
All right.
remember this scripture what we just read. Never trust that enemy. Now, in the last image that the brother showed, it showed that TPS was started in 1990 by Danny Bush, G. Herbert, right? G.W. Bush, right? Now, play the last video I just sent you, the last one, right?
Right. Wait, there was more on the TPS. You want to finish that out?
No. We got the point. It was created in 1990 by G.W. Bush, right? By George Bush.
Okay. No. With the no. What qualifies to be on the TPS?
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Bring it up, and then bring up the last video, and then the video before last.
All right. Go. I said eligibility granted to people already physically present in the U.S. from countries experiencing ongoing armed conflict, environmental disasters, or
like
extraordinary temporary conditions.
Right, like the earthquake or the war, or wars that was created by certain people. But we're talking about the earthquake, right? Which was, hey, we don't know. We're just putting our tinfoil hat on. We don't know who created the earthquake. When an earthquake came, and a lot of people they were going through what is known as highlight environmental disaster. It's right there. Environmental disaster. That's right. Yes, that's what TPS, temporary protective status. Now, fast forward to this day, Orange Man revoked the TPS, right? Now, play the last video I sent you last week.
All right, go ahead.
And this was in 1990 that TPS was brought about. So a lot of people might say to themselves, well, I thought that TPS came about Biden or Obama or Clinton. No. TPS was from 1936, 3 decades ago, 3.5 decades. That's when TPS came about, right? So why are you secluding or using the Haitians as an example? Why are you separating them? Why are you using them as an example? Why to revoke you? Because TPS was used for what? The Persians, the Elamites, the people came from Afghanistan, they got people. People came from Iraq. People came from all of these other nations, Syria, all these other nations that the eagle had problems with. So now, and I'm trying not to use certain words, right? So why now? Why are you separated the Levites, so-called Haitians, right? Now play the last video I just sent you. The last one.
I'm trying to find it. Hold up.
I sent you. I texted you. Sent the email. The one with Biden.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out.
As a matter of fact, I can send it to you in an email if you want.
Yes, Combo Kashar.
What email is it?
Hold up, you put in the back chat. But in the meantime, I'm gonna look for it. If I can find it, I'll bring it up.
Qadar Gabar.
Yeah. If you can send, if you can send to that works too.
So scripture said, never trust thine enemies, right? And we know you could ask Gad, you could ask Reuben, you could ask so-called Seminole Indians, right? So-called Native Americans, right? Never trust our
Mm-hmm.
enemies. We don't have to go back in the history and understand the treaties that was broken from what's his name, Sherman. My brother, Detroit quoted out Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Jackson, I think. He had a war against the Negroes, war against the Seminoles, which you call a war against black folk. The Seminole Indians were black. They look like us. To show you that's the tribe of Reuben, right? War against Issachar. It's so many wars they had, right? Gad and Reuben and Issachar in this land, right? So why would you trust them? So now they brought about something to say, okay, I think, in my opinion, tinfoil hat on, that TPS thing was brought about, right? In my opinion, I could be wrong, just like a man, I could be wrong, as a way to bring in people who was working for them, for them alphabet community, right? Them alphabet agencies, right? They probably told them, hey, overthrow the government, overthrow your people, and in return, we'll give you TPS status and you can come over here. That's what I think. I could be wrong. What say you?
I mean, it's like I definitely think that's feasible because remember, what was it like 3-4 years ago with the whole the overthrowing of the current Haitian prime minister,
Go.
the Haitian prime minister at that time.
Moiselle, Jovenel Moiselle, something like that. But I understand
Yeah,
what you're
something like that.
saying.
Yeah, and they send the the UN soldiers in, to take them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that all could be one big, what I'm saying, like plan, by the government, by the elites, you know what I'm saying, to kind of keep the TPS thing going, you know, because that's the reason, that's the main reason, that's the only feasible reason for why it's gone this long. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the earthquake, and then you got, like any time where it Haiti try to stabilize themselves is some kind of uprising, something like that. So it's like they're constantly being sabotaged to keep the thing going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely feasible.
Jovenel Moise, that's the name. Jovenel Moise. That was the prime minister, president, like, president of Haiti. And when you read into his how he died, bro, it was some real weirdo stuff, bro. They said people came from, they had assassins from other countries come in.
Yeah.
Not only did they shoot him, they took his eyes out. Like, who does that? That's that Santeria voodoo shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take somebody's eyes out? But anyway, we can touch on that on the next class. But anyway, for this video, I just wanted to play this one because we talk about what? Never trust our enemy, right?
God.
So we read that in 1990, TPS was created. In 1990. So TPS was created in 1990 to bring people in. What is this dude talking about? Play that video.
Right.
And that's in 1994, 4 years after TPS was created. Well, here's what he's saying. Play that.
Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet. It wouldn't matter a whole lot in terms of our interest.
World...
Whoa. Rewind that. Hold on now. This is your brother. This is your favorite Sleepy Joe. Right?
Sleepy Joe.
Sunk into the Caribbean.
Hold on. He's saying if Haiti was just quietly sunk into the Caribbean Sea, what would make an island sink into the sea, bro? You gotta use like some type of nuclear weapon or some type of crazy weapon to make an island sink. Islands don't sink, bro. Islands don't sink naturally. So what would you use? He knows something. He's saying if Haiti was to quietly sunk into the Caribbean or raise up 300 feet into the,
300.
bro, you're talking about bombing the hell out of them or just
Right.
using some crazy weapon, right? And this
Right.
is in, look at the screen, yo, move your cursor over the top left. When was this?
Oh,
1994.
94,
Here you
1994.
go.
Right.
And when was TPS created?
1990.
So 4 years after TPS, one of the senators who goes on to be a president shows his hatred of the Haitian people, even though they created TPS in 1990. And everybody knows that TPS is being used as a scapegoat to get rid of so-called Levi, which so-called Haitians trying to be like. Go ahead.
Or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot in terms of our
doesn't the
interest.
world-
Leading editor of a paper in the Delaware Valley.
Huh? Say it again.
He said it wouldn't matter a whole lot.
Mm.
It wouldn't matter to him. I don't care. Now, play the video before this one that I sent you. Not the last one. You want me to email it to you?
Yeah, come on, Boca Shaw. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So now, fast forward, right? Fast forward. Now that hold on, I'll send it to you right now. Because we read that in 1990, right? GW, he was the one who said, okay, we're gonna create TPS. So now, why is that being used against our people? I don't understand that.
Go.
Okay, I just sent it.
Right.
And that goes to show our people. So I pray and hope our brothers and sisters here in America, right, that call themselves foundational black Americans, right? I pray and hope our brothers and sisters, you don't trust the same devil who broke treaties and broke laws and broke promises, right? Don't trust them, right?
Yeah.
Not trust them. Because the scriptures is telling us not to trust the enemy. We know these people are the people that the Lord has. Right? So last video I want to bring up. Yeah, play that video. Look at what they're doing to Levi. Go ahead, play it.
All right, hold on. Play from the beginning.
Yeah, look at now. Stop.
Okay.
Now, with TPS now, what they're doing, the Levites, because they lost their status, meaning that they revoked TPS, right? Trump and what's that dude named Miller, whatever his name, right?
Vance.
No, it ain't even. Gotta get up on it. It ain't Vance. Miller. Google Stephen Miller. Yeah.
Oh, Miller. Yeah. Oh, that guy.
So now they revoke TPS. Now the Levites is almost 500,000 of our brothers here. 500,000 Levites.
Wow.
Right? Now they're saying that when you go, now that they revoke the status, you have to go when you check in to, your immigration officer, whatever the case may be. Now they're giving them ankle monitors as if they're common criminals.
God.
Even though this law was brought into effect in 1990, they don't care. Never trust their enemies. They make laws, they break laws. They make treaties, they break treaties. Right. Now, fast forward 2026. Now Levi gets fitted with ankle monitors. Rewind that and play that from the spot. Now this brother, he's a little bit emotional. Not the best example, but I'm just showing. Look at that. Don't play it. Just stop right there.
Yeah.
Levi gotta have the hard bottom shoes, bro. I love Levi, bro. Come on, bro. Benjamin Levi, yo, you know we gotta have them hard bottom shoes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yo, that shit is a brick. Excuse my language.
Sheesh. That thing is huge.
That thing is a brick. Yo, a satellite in outer space can pick you up, bro. And when you
Right.
go to immigration, whatever the case, they slap that on your ankle, bro.
Damn.
Exactly. This was being done to Levi. And don't think that eventually it's going to go to other nations, other tribes. They're trying to push us out, right? Because
Yeah.
they know that what's coming, right? So anyway,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's what's happening. Come on. Oh, pause. Levi's a little bit dramatic right there. It's a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
too much right there. That brother needs to
Yeah.
join a camp, man. He needs to man up. Go to
Yeah.
the gym,
Kind
work
of man
out.
up.
Get some testosterone. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
laugh at the brother, but yes,
Yeah.
this
But
is
yeah,
what.
I could
Go
definitely
ahead. Go
understand his
ahead.
pain. No, I could
Right.
definitely understand his pain because, like imagine like you go into a country, you did everything by the book. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to your home country where you can't go home, and the country that they're staying at is saying, hey, listen, we got these laws in place for you just in case if something happened back home. You know, this laws protect you so you can stay in the country legally. You're like, I bet. So you stay here. You know what I'm saying? You know, you do your thing, create a business, go to school, you know what I'm saying, start a family, and next thing you know, decades down the road, they're saying, hey, yeah, that protection law that we have for you, yeah, we're revoking that and we're gonna need you to get out. You know what I'm saying? And and then in the midst of that, stop and say, oh, well, you can stay, but you know, on a condition that we put these ankle monitors on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's humiliating. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
playing with our
Right.
emotions, and then you're treating us like we're you're criminals because you know what I'm saying. Even after they did everything by the book, you know what I'm saying. So this gentleman, he's being a little over dramatic, but you know what I'm saying. Like I do understand where he's coming from.
I understand too, and that's why we're playing the video to show how people like what's going on, right? A little bit dramatic, over dramatic, but I understand where he's coming from. I understand what he's saying.
Uh,
Yeah, brother. Yeah, God. So,
uh, uh,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, no, I'm saying like and like with an ankle monitor is even though I never had it before, but you know, it's just as I can assume that it's just as humiliating as having the cuffs put on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like being arrested, having the handcuffs put on you, like it's very humbling. It's a very humbling experience. So I could assume like the ankle monitor is pretty much the same thing.
Of course it is, brother. Of course it is. It's humiliating, right? It's humanizing. It's all that,
Yeah.
you know.
God.
But it goes along with scriptures, and it goes along with prophecy and how people remember in the book of Micah it says apart because this is not our rest, right?
God.
In the book of Micah. So this is not our rest. Our brothers and sisters who came over here, they should understand that okay, if you come over here, your job is to learn the truth. This is what the priest always teaches, right? If you come here from another country, you didn't come here to partake in, you know, the American society what it is, right?
Yeah, it's a 2.5%. Yeah.
Yeah, a house with a white picket fence. No, 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 no. That's not for you. We are in captivity,
All right.
right? We are in captivity. So therefore, when you come over here, serve the enemy, do what you have to do, like the rest of us. But here's the difference: you're not a part of this. You come out of, right? This brother right here, he put his strength in Egypt, put his strength in Sodom, put his strength in this land right here. Meaning that he thought that everything was gonna.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that, oh, I'm here, I'm gonna be okay once I land here. No, no, no. They use, what did they say? Sweat equity. You
Yeah.
ever heard that term? You heard that,
God,
right?
God,
Yeah, that's
God.
what they use the Haitians for. Sweat equity.
Sweat
So they
equity.
went to,
Yeah.
what's that place they went to? Was it Ohio? I'm sorry. Was
Mm.
it Ohio?
Haitians?
It was a lot of them because remember before the Orange Man got elected, right? He had
Yeah.
this thing where Edomites was saying, "Oh, these Haitians, they're eating cats and dogs." It was a
Yeah.
large
Yeah. Yeah.
community of Haitians, and
Yeah.
I want to say
Yeah. In
Ohio,
Ohio.
somewhere.
Yep.
Right, right. So, okay, you're here, you work. That was a couple of years ago. Making money,
Mm-hmm.
working in factories, working in these companies, so on and so forth. What you got to do? Get your money, home, stack it, or cash your check, stack your bread up, whatever. Just understand it's not our rest. That's the book at home, right? So he should have known that, but he came here and he bought into the dream, right? Oh, I'm here, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be a part of. No, no, no. And when the enemy turn on you, this is what happens. That's pretty much it.
God.
That's what I wanted to bring up. Sloppy, go ahead.
God. God. Yeah. You want to finish it out? Finish out the video, or?
We can finish the video out and then we bring out our last scripture.
All right. God.
Dampaknya sama teknologi standar iya dan ya mpakon laki sibuk laki espace exactement yeah et madame il a vu pas un problème parce que
Hold on, but brother. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. Oh.
God.
My man thought he was going to sail off into the sunset. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a lot of
Because he's
Benjamin and
looking like
Levi
he's
thing.
disappointed, like, whoa, you told me I was going to be American. It's almost
Mm-hmm.
like they lied to him. They sold him a
Yeah.
dream. Look at his face.
So in a
Like,
dream.
no,
Yeah.
you told me this. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
what it sounds like. That's what it looks like. Uh,
Yeah. That's why our people should not trust Esau. Man. Like, listen, the same laws that they'll set up for you today, they're gonna just yank it from you tomorrow. They could pull the rug from you at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Like all them treaties that they made with Gad, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Native Americans, they broke every one. You know what I'm saying? Like Esau's not a man that keeps his word.
yeah, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, go ahead.
toutefois au pas gagner influence
Okay. Yeah, make sure to tell him to let us know if he needs sanctuary. We'll try to find a place for him.
you probably learn something about
Yeah, that's it on the video.
Yeah, cut. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. Any closing statements, brother?
You cannot trust Esau. You cannot trust Esau. You can't. You got to be very wary of them. Um. Uh. Permission to bring out one quick video of like some of the stuff and our people going missing and lynching.
Yeah, of course, bring it out.
God, this is video that's from a couple months old, and it is, you know, now this go back to what I was saying earlier on, like it's not just like Edomite law enforcement that's like grabbing up like our people and lynching them. It's some of these like wannabe, you know what I'm saying? These wannabe cops, wannabe law enforcement, Edomites that buy all the stuff to make it look like they're actual, law enforcement officers. And a lot of us, since we don't know the difference, they use that, you know what I'm saying, to try to get over on us. This video, I don't know if you heard it, Elder. This is this situation where this truck driver that almost ran over Eve that was in the road. Come to find out that that she was kidnapped by some Edomite that faked to be a police officer.
Everyone sees the
Fuck,
truth.
I'm looking for it.
Watch as a young woman in handcuffs.
Fuck.
We're hearing from a heroic trucker who happened to be at the right place at the right time. He saved a woman as she ran for her life along a remote road, escaping an alleged kidnapper who was posing as a police officer. ABC's Sam Champion has the story.
She said, please help me. He's trying to kidnap me.
This morning, dramatic video. Watch as a young woman in handcuffs appears to run for her life down a South Carolina highway to escape an alleged kidnapping.
I noticed someone ran across the road and a car was following them. And I'm wondering, maybe that's a couple that got into it.
Trucker Anthony Moore says he was driving down the road in Aiken County when he spotted this young woman being.
Yep. It was Jake has always been a hero. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
However, our women think that we're not stepping up, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. But it's Jake to the rescue. Go ahead.
Yeah, just about to say that. That they want to run with this narrative, talk about that we delete a black woman every 5.5 hours. That whole talking point nonsense, and that we don't protect black women and stuff. But look at this situation. Jake to the rescue.
Chased by a swerving Cadillac.
She would run one side of the road, the car would go over there. She would run out to the other side of the road, the car would go over there.
Desperate, she ran towards Moore's big rig, begging for help.
She said, he has my phone and my diploma. I said, your diploma? She said, yes, sir. She said, I just
whoa. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
She said he has my phone and my diploma. Is that what I heard?
God.
Hold on. You gotta slow it down, right? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Come on now. Or is it a kinky type of thing that went left? Now she got remorse and she's trying to escape because she was cuffed. Dude had a cigarette in his mouth. He's driving a Cadillac. Who that? Rewind that. Come on, Shab. Come on, brother. Come on. Let's rewind that. Let's use wisdom and let's use discernment. The scriptures talk about discernment. Go back, rewind, because our women are at ease, like it says in the book of Isaiah, man. Come on now. Because
she said, please help me.
It sounds like hold on now. It sounds like it's some mammy cosplay issue going on. Am I wrong? Who the hell asked about a goddamn diploma? You just got kidnapped. Anyway, I know you gotta go, Sham. Let's go. I know you gotta go.
Slack it. Now another video kind of went into details with it, but long story short, the Eve, and it goes to show how hard-headed Eve is. I'm gonna play the CD explaining this, but if not, I'll explain at the end.
This morning, dramatic video. Watch as a young woman in handcuffs appears to run for her life down a South Carolina highway to escape an alleged kidnapping.
I noticed someone ran.
Yeah. He's smoking a cigarette, chilling like, what the hell is that? I paid this heifer to do a cosplay for me to handcuff her, and she's running away. I'm sorry, it might look like that, but listen to the story. But let it play. Go ahead, let it play.
crossed the road and a car was following them. And I'm wondering, maybe that's a couple that got into it.
Trucker Anthony Moore says he was driving down the road.
Yeah. He was like, hey, yeah, that might have been a couple of my guys.
Come on, bro. What are we talking about? We got real people getting lynched. We got our people getting lynched. And you got bed wench mammies running around playing cosplay. Oh, yes, sir, massa. Getting handcuffed by the white man, doing God knows what, something strange for a piece of change, right? That's what they said, right? And we're supposed to jump out the window for them? No. Come on.
Wait, here we are. Because everything is not what it seems. Right.
Woman being chased by a swerving Cadillac.
She would run to one side of the road, the car would go over there. Run to the other side of the road, the car would go over there.
Desperate, she ran towards Moore's big rig, begging for help.
She said, he has my phone and my diploma. I said, your diploma? She said, yes, sir. She said, I just graduated yesterday.
Moore says the young woman had been walking to her mother's home when the man approached her, claiming to be law enforcement, showing a fake badge and forcing her into his car in handcuffs. When he drove her to an isolated road and headed toward the trunk of his car, she saw her chance to escape. Despite being in handcuffs behind her back, she told Moore she managed to wiggle herself over the back seat and out the driver's door, and she ran. The man eventually got back in his car and pulled up to Moore's truck, again claiming to be police.
I thought it was strange that he's in a teal green Cadillac with a busted out window with plastic on the back of it.
When a second driver stopped and called 911, the man sped.
That cracker was in a teal green Cadillac with a busted out window, and he's supposed to be law enforcement, right? She was walking home and she saw him. Our people need help. Why would you get into a car? Go ahead, bro.
Slack it. We just finish it out.
Police later identified him as 39-year-old Jonathan Willard and arrest him the next day. Sam Champion, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right. No, because the point of bringing that out is to show that that again, you got a lot of these wannabe Edomites trying to be cops. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to catch some unsuspecting Jake and Eve out there. You know what I'm saying? Grab them up. You know what I'm saying? And possibly, strange fruit them. You know what I'm saying? All right. Another channel. Slack it. Hold on. Slack it. It's another channel called Pink Book Lessons. She had multiple videos that went more into detail. So long story short, the Eve graduated. She's 18 years old. She graduated high school literally the day before, and went to spend the night at her dad's house. But for some reason, early in the morning, like 5 in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, she wants to go back to her mom's house. So that's where she had her diploma. And her dad is like, yo, let me take you back to your mom's. And she was like, no, she decided she was gonna walk home. You know what I'm saying? And on route home, she met this Edomite. Oh, I'm a cop. I'll drive you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she was willing to get into his car and not, read the signs that, yo, this dude's not a cop. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was on, I don't know if you heard from the video, but it was only when she saw that he turned down a dirt road and no one was there. It was like, whoa, hold up, something right here. You know what I'm saying? So to show that the discernment of that a lot of our people lack. And, to tie it all to this, to the show is that, listen, some of these lynchings are being done by, law enforcement and stuff like that, but others could be done by, these regular Joe Blow, Joe Sixpack, trying to be law enforcement, because they know 9 times out of 10 Jake is not gonna question it. They're gonna take it at face value. So there's some of that going on too. And this was in the South as well. I think it was just South Carolina, something like that.
Because our people need to understand what the hell is your doing.
You said what's that Habakkuk? What chapter?
4 and 6.
Now this was 4. It's after 3. But it's not 3 and 6. Wait, Habakkuk?
No, Salak, Baruch.
Baruch. Okay.
Baruch, how about that? Baruch 4 and 6. Salak, Baruch 4 and 6.
All right, Slack it.
If our people just wake up and understand that we're in captivity for a reason, then we would be so much better off, right? Baruch 4 and 6. Salak. I said Habakkuk.
Baruch.
4
All right, Slakia, got it. All right, Baruch 4 and 6. Was that it was not for destruction that you were sold to?
4, right? 4 and 6. You were
Yeah.
sold to the enemy. You were sold to the nations, not for destruction.
God, it was not for your Baruch 4 and 6. It was not for destruction that you were sold to the nations, but you were handed over to your enemies because you angered the Most High. For you provoked him.
Read on.
For you provoked him who made you by sacrificing to demons and not to the Most High.
Okay, so the Lord is saying that when you read also in the KJV 16:11, that you were sold to the nation, not for your destruction. So the Lord did not allow it to happen for our destruction. He came here for what? To serve our captivity. Not for our destruction. The Lord didn't want us to come here to be destroyed as a people. Because we're still here. We're alive. We're still thriving.
Yeah.
So it's not, we didn't come here to be destroyed. We came here because what? We moved the Most High to anger and wrath. Because that's why he did the blessings. Because we provoked the Lord to our wickedness to bring you Lord. I'm bringing that out to say that we're here in America and it's a lot of wickedness that happen to us as so-called black folk. Because what? We keep breaking Lord's statutes of man. Such as what? Honor thy mother and father. Simple thing is that. What is she doing running around in the middle of the street after her father said what? He would take her home. Is that what you said?
Right.
So
He offered to take her home, and she was like, nah, she was gonna walk.
You're breaking law, statutes, commandments. You're not honoring your father. You're not honoring your mother. You want to do you. You want to do what you want. Who the hell walks in the middle of the street? What state did this happen?
Like somewhere in the South, I believe, like South Carolina.
Let's just pick a state. Don't matter. Close your eyes, throw a dart. Let's pick a state.
Right.
Let's just say South Carolina, right? Who the hell is a black person walking on the highway and at nighttime, right? Or just walking on the highway, period.
Crack of
Daytime,
dawn.
nighttime, whatever.
Yeah,
As
you
a
walking at
young
the crack of
child.
dawn.
At the
Right.
crack of dawn. Just graduated from high school. You don't know crack. You are 18,
Right.
17, 18, maybe 19. But they say your frontal cortex is not fully developed.
Right.
Walking down the street, you see a white man. Oh, he's a good guy. Let me get, because you don't know who your enemy is.
Right.
Right?
God.
So you're in captivity. You don't know that. The scriptures talk about when the father teaches the son, it grieves the enemy. Right? That's in the book of Sirach also. I'm paraphrasing.
God.
So the father didn't tell her that, hey, we are slaves in captivity. Don't trust no white man. You might be angry at me, but don't trust no white man. As soon as the white man pull up, you're supposed to say no. Matter of fact, you're supposed to honor your father. You're not supposed to be running away from your father.
Right. Right.
You want to say something?
Now, I say, she's supposed to honor, like, allow her dad to take her home.
Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least wait till like high daytime before you attempt to go home by yourself. Why you want to go home as soon as the sun come up?
Who the hell are you? Like, I want to go back to mommy. Shut up.
All right.
Do what I tell you to do. A lot of people say, no, you can't. It's just children. No. Scriptures say, honor thy mother and father.
All right.
She didn't do that. So she want to be grown. Guess what? Go do grown things, right? And yes, you do grown things. Got grown consequences. I'm not saying that I wish bad to the sister, but this is it's a horrible event. Thank God that trucker was driving down the street. Thank God that brother was there, right?
God.
So, yeah. Our people keep breaking these laws, statutes, commandments, man. That's why I hate Christians, man. You talk about the laws done away with, right? How's the law done away with?
All right.
How, Sway?
God.
And we're quoting from the Lord. And we're quoting from the book of Exodus, chapter 20. That's the commandments.
Right.
I think Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth. And no weirdo in a car, Exodus 20 and 12. And no weirdo in a car shall pose as a police officer and try to get at thee to get into his car. If you were to honor your mother and father, that wouldn't happen. Exodus 20 and 12, man. So how are the commandments done away with?
All right. Exodus 20 and 12. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land which the Lord your God gives you.
Now you're in captivity. You still have to honor your father. You still have to honor your mother.
Right.
No, you want to storm out. You got an argument. I want to walk out. You see a cracker driving in a goddamn Cadillac. You're going to jump in there. Next thing you know, he's throwing cuffs on you. About to do God knows what.
What?
Anyway,
Right.
we can end right there. Go ahead, brother. You got anything you want to bring out?
Just again, just wanted to reiterate that. Hey, listen, like for our people to be careful, to know that the time that we're in, you know, because you have stuff like this going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have, you know, Jake that trying to be the token one in a group of friends with Edomites. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of which, there's another one that it just came. The story broke, I think yesterday or Friday, that like a group of white girls invited a black girl over to like a sleepover, and they all took turns beating her up. I think they gave her something to get her high, and while she's in a high state or dazed state, they started beating her up. You know, our folks either have to talk with our children, like, hey, listen, stop hanging around these people. They're not your friends. Stop trying to be the token one. Stop trying to be, you know, the only black person in a group of Edomites. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a perfect way for them to set you up. The perfect way for them to set you up and for you to, you know, to get out of here. And for also to be careful with any interactions with these, you know, with these Edomites, especially in these southern states, especially in these rural towns. You know, you have some of these people, you know what I'm saying, try to pick up our people, you know, try to pick up Jake, try to pick up Eve, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these stories where Eve going on dates with white men and getting, you know, next thing you know, they get found somewhere in pieces. Is more and more in that, you know. Like, listen, a lot of you black women, you have to learn to learn to love the men of your own nation, to love and submit to the men of your own nation. Because running to the white man is not going to do it for you. You know, trusting the white man is not going to do it for you. And just the last thing, just again, be careful out there. Keep your head on the swivel, because there's people like the dude that I just shown. Because listen, like for some of the news videos that I've seen of this same story, in the comments, everyone is all saying the same thing. That probably wasn't his first time. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, if the agency that start with F You know what I'm saying? If they were smart, they would investigate him, check his phones, run his fingerprints, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably got bodies, you know, he probably got bodies on him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, for our people being found in trees, like the lady in Mississippi, could have been a situation like this. You know, some friendly Edomite offering to take her home, some friendly officer, hey, we'll take you back to your hotel, and next thing you know, she get found somewhere strung up. So yeah, never trust our enemy. These people they are enemies, and it's not gonna change.
All praises, brother. The water for having me on, the water for doing this class. All praise to the Most High, man. That's pretty much it.
God. All right, giving all praises to the Most High by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. Most High willing, we should do this again. All right, shalom.